natin. Pag okay siya, malinis sa smooth, hindi mas ayos. Nakuha na natin si
God bless you.
okay naman eh. Ah, ayos. Okay pala eh. Kahapon nagdalag. Tinasok ko rin pati yung tawag dyan.
God bless you, sir.
I'll have a look at the... What's your story?
What business? Seems to me. You know, when you prove...
I have that document from the rat house.
Excellent.
Judging by the contents, it seems like you're dabbling in alchemy here at the mill.
That's not a bad guess. But don't forget about astrology, theurgy, transmutation, and a smidgen of demonology. Although that's something anyone with a grain of sense should avoid. Now show it to me, so I can finally get the knowledge. Good. Good. This will come in handy. Ah, yes. Of course.
What now?
That much? Gonna need more. A lot more.
Did you hear me?
Sorry. I owe you my thanks as well as reward for getting me the document. And maybe another little job? What do you say?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. I need to get to that wedding in Semi.
Don't worry. Your path is leading that way. Only it'll be a little longer than expected.
Are you yanking my pizzle?
Not at all. I'll get you to the wedding as sure as the heavens are above me. The fire of the Creator is within me. But you'll have to wait a while. Besides, things are about to get really interesting.
Enough. Supposing you first initiate me into the mysteries of your enchanting mill. This isn't any run-of-the-mill business, so to speak. I smell something devilish here.
Devilish? You guessed it. It's nothing less than high learning. Alchemy! And when I say alchemy, I mean real alchemy. Not some hocus-pocus brewing of potions for creaky joints and bellyache.
Tell me more about it, then. Maybe I'll learn something useful.
I suppose. You are my apprentice, after all. You deserve to know what all of this is leading to. Now, pay close attention. I want to make a golem.
A golem, you say? That's a helper made of clay, which they say the Jewish scholars brought to life using the words of God's secret name?
Well, well. Seems that head of yours isn't just for ornament after all.
And how are you going to do that? It's surely impossible. Sounds more like a joke to me.
I'm deadly serious, Henry. Studying the Jewish Kabbals taught me a practice known as Maseh Bereshit. Just imagine carrying sacks, pulling wagons, standing guard. He wouldn't be much smarter than Zinnik, but he'd have the strength of 10 men.
My word. That sounds incredible. I have to see it.
So far, it's just all in my head. It's in the interest of the advancement and prosperity of mankind. Just look at the Bible. Moses could command the waters and speak to God through the element of fire. Jesus brought the dead back to life. I've no doubt that if our great Holy Mother Church had been around at the time, they'd have crucified Jesus the same as the Pharisees. All the apostles would have been burned at the stake.
So a golem, you say, made of flour? For the good of mankind?
Exactly.
And what about the good of me? You promised me a reward.
You already know that you can learn the practical application of certain useful skills from me. But for a few groschen...
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Supposing you give me a few groschen first, as a reward for bringing you the document, and then I'll decide whether to trade the coin for some learning.
Oh, see now, I completely forgot. I added in what I owe for those sacks you carried.
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Crazel?
Short and to the point. That's my...
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is formed.
Saltpeter is niter. That I know. They're white crystals similar to salt. But I have no idea what you might need it for here at the mill. Or is it supposed to be some peculiar Crazel wedding gift for young Semi?
Nothing of the sort. The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. That's precisely what we need to give life to our golem. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
So you're serious about this golem?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent saltpeter pit. Do you understand?
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some pit.
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
All right, then. I'll look around for that saltpeter pit of yours. I just hope you know where to look. That you can point me in the right direction. And also that you'll get me into that wedding as a reward.
Yes, Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can do anything you ask of her. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter, or saltpeter if you prefer.
Ano yung doser? Ano yun? Wait lang, search ko lang ang ibig sabihin ng doser. Hindi ko alam ibig sabihin, mahina ako sa grammar. Doser. Meaning. Someone who uses stick rod locate. Okay. I see. Yung gumagamit ng mga stick.
So this Bonnie, she's a dowser or something?
Bonnie is someone I trust without question, and you should too. Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but also how to differentiate it from common salt. The main difference is it has kind of cooling taste.
Hold your horses. You want me to taste that nasty stuff?
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. And you don't want that.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find her in the lair. That's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond.
You have a secret storage space?
What's so surprising about that?
Well, actually, it makes sense. So how do I get to this?
There's a bridge over the mill stream. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find... Oh, and so I don't forget. You could pick some herbs along the way to see Bonnie. It would make her very happy. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that, she has to spend time with that blabbermouth, Zinnik. On the other hand, Zinnik might be holding his tongue for a while after his encounter with the Troskowitz stocks.
Well, I haven't spoken to Zinnek yet, so at least we'll get to know each other.
Right along. So you're...
To the lair.
Ay, kabila nga naman. Uy, ano yun?
Whoa.
You silly doggy.
Greetings, my friend.
You must be Zinnek, eh?
I was wondering what you're doing here. Fresh blood for the gang?
Yeah. I hear you're running a little behind and could use an extra pair of hands that isn't locked in the stocks.
Like it was only my fault. Well, welcome then. What is it you need?
I need to know a few things about my new task. So, Zinnek, have you any experience with saltpeter?
I never want to... I still have the taste of it in my mouth. Bonnie and me was taking turns taste...
Weren't you afraid of dead souls?
What?
Dead souls pass time in not. That's why the miller is looking for them.
You fool. We're looking for saltpeter to sell to butchers for salting meat. There's good...
But the miller told me something different.
You can't believe everything he says. A golem in the mill. He's yanking your pizzle.
You're all just trying to confuse me.
Crazel's a good teacher, you know.
What can you tell me about Bonnie?
Well, you mean Cheeks or Jezebel?
Are those nicknames?
Dungus. We always come up with the stupidest name, and nobody sees through them anyway. Bonnie's been here the longest, and I'm surprised she still puts up with Crazel and his mad notions. And I think she likes animals more than people. When I try to talk to her about work or weather, She gets bored.
What sort of place?
Our secret place, where we can quietly plot sneaky plans for our beloved Miller.
Behind that boarded up door? What's inside that cliff?
You know, storage, rubbish, rats, filth. Look, I know Bonnie ordered me. Thanks to you, I'm sure the movement of goods will start again soon. So it'd probably be good to have some order around here. I just haven't...
Why do you work for the Miller?
Well, how can I put it? Anywhere else, they'd have kicked me out by now. He says every idiot is of some use at least.
And you see that as a compliment?
I see a coin in my hand every week. That's all I care about.
What did you do before you started working?
A bit of this, a bit of that. When I was still a boy, I studied lie at a tannery. Let's say not exactly honest work. That's what I'm best at, see?
What do you think of Crazel?
Is this some kind of tech? I can think what I want, and you ought to do this.
Zinnek?
So now you... Take care, friend.
Greetings.
Same to you.
Here, Mutt!
Excuse me.
I'm Henry, Miller Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit, and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie? It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was baptized with. In our craft, it ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?
Henry's fine.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Crazel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
I've got something here.
My word, that's exactly what I need. The ingredients for the magic ritual.
What kind of magic ritual?
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me. While we're on the subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the golem?
He did.
And what do you think of it?
I'm curious to see what a golem made of flour will look like, but I'm mostly curious to see if Crazel will really be able to breathe life into it with the help of saltpeter.
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us all with one blow. So, if by some chance it looks like something's going wrong, you won't see my heels for dust. And I suggest you do the same. But that's enough of that. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit.
Sure.
But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
No. I have plenty of time. But where to start?
You know what? I'll start. When they caught Zenek in Troskovitz, I was scared out of my mind that they'd catch me and clap me in the stocks. I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone to talk to. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zenek and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth much as company. So I'm glad the miller's finally found a normal hand for once. You've got a beautiful dog. What's his name?
Mutt.
What a cute fella. How did you find each other?
He belonged to this girl I knew, Teresa. She saved my life in my hometown, Skalitz, when I went to bury my parents.
Well, that's what I call an interesting past. I used to have a dog, but I don't anymore.
He died.
He started getting these lumps all over his body. He stopped eating,
Para sa
just
kaya-
slept all the time. And then, well, what's done is done.
Sa loob ng katawan.
And what about you? What kind of family are you from? Also, thieves?
Blacksmith. Pwedeng educated kasi mas mataas. Pero blacksmith ang ano.
No. Pa was a blacksmith. I inherited something from him, I hope.
Oh, really? Would you teach me how to make, maybe, barrel hoops?
Those are pretty hard. Wouldn't you rather start with, maybe nails?
Sure. I'm pretty quick to learn and patient. When Crazel starts spouting off his alchemy theories, I'd run. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
Oh, kinabahan ako dun.
He seems awfully mystical. He has lots of experience, like as if he's lived for hundreds of years.
It's his beard that does that. Don't let it fool you. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zenek fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case. You know. Anyhow, now all the sties in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region, aye. Unfortunately, Crazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times? Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Crazel needs for his masterwork. If you're looking for it, you ought to know how saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
Certainly. You take a damp wall, like in a sty, you let the water evaporate from it, and you get this salty bloom.
That's right. But like I told you, all the sty walls in the region are scraped clean and we can't wait. Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses. Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Crazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's nonsense, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a a saltpeter mine.
The local gravedigger?
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the Knacker.
Oh, I haven't met him yet. Where can I find him?
The cemetery is beyond Troskovitz, towards the Apollonia Rocks.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it.
Din lalaki.
Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun. And pretty useful experience. I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some kind of offering. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from Troskovitz Butcher.
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, Henry.
Why do you work?
Because...
You-
And...
Ayan, wala na yan.
What did...
I... Oh well.
Dagdag
What do you...
You're crazy, but so...
What do you know about the Troskovitz gravedigger?
He's a pretty tough old bird. He follows the rule, I'll treat you the way you treat me. And he appreciates when a fella's direct and open. But I probably wouldn't tell him everything about us.
So, Bonnie, the most honest girl I know, sent me. I'd like to see some dead animals as models for painting a church fresco. A scene from the apocalypse.
That might be a bit much, but you learn fast.
Okay, oh.
How was the saltpeter collection and taste?
It was. Xena kept whining about it when we made
What, boys? Tell me something.
He's that too. Actually, done
Oh, love.
He
What?
crazy.
You mean?
I told.
I'd like to learn.
And what would you?
Ay, mahal. Wala ako. Ito.
I hear you're good at alchemy.
All right, but
Alchemy.
you've no business here.
Ay, sorry. Troskowitz. Ang sabi, Bonnie told me na another than Trosk could really see him. Sausage as a gift. Sausage. Hindi tayo. Bawasin yung character na. Pare ko, di concoction.
Greetings to you. Filthy again. Damn it.
Wala nang sausage. Saan tayo bibili yung sausage? Henry Apothecary. Quest tipster. Ano yung sausage dito? Yun.
Pissing down rain. I apologize.
And the girls here smile a lot more. So what are you just sitting around for? Get up and go out into the world. You'll thank me when you return.
Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Child, go and whistle somewhere else.
Greetings.
I'm looking for a friend. He's called Capon. I'm sure you'd recognize him.
Aye, I saw you. But I ain't bothered, you know. You didn't rob me. Because if you did,
Well,
he must be...
I'm sorry, but that's not your business, is it?
No, he weren't. But I ain't saying I don't know any, and don't try anything on me. If that Capon wants to see you, I'm sure he'll find you.
Ah, yun. Ito ba yung sinabi niya?
Show me your wares.
Wala siyang ano. Beef kidney, smoke. Okay.
Thank you, sir. And come again.
Sabi sa mission, kailangan niya I should be near you. I should pick up some sausages as a gift. Wala na mga sausages. Wala naman siya pinapin ng sausage. Okay,
Go! Go!
Whoa!
Save ko na din. Malapit na rin naman sa course, diba?
This must be the right
Come on now, we can save your ships.
place.
What are you doing here?
Searching for treasure.
I was being serious.
What do you mean? I've got this here treasure map, and I'm looking for gold.
Well, don't be shy.
And why would I do that?
I only want to help. I know these parts. What if you're looking in the wrong place entirely?
Well, you could be right. Fuck it. Here, take a look. But give it right back.
Treasure map.
So what's it gonna be?
Ay, nakuha ko na yan.
Here you go. I can't help you, I'm afraid. It doesn't ring any bells.
Thanks anyhow.
Nakuha ko na yung treasure na yan.
Whoa! Whoa!
Blessings to you.
I'm Henry.
Ignatius. Looking for a final resting, or do you need to bury a...
I'm more interested in the grave.
Once you...
You got a big cemetery here. Pretty nice, too.
Ain't it? But when I'm dead, I won't care. We're all...
What's this? But you said...
Well, it ain't you.
I don't know.
Look, if things...
Being a...
Funny,
I'm a...
that thing...
Are you...
No.
And how do you know that?
You've got that look.
Could you be more specific?
You just aren't cut out for it. It's a service.
I'm not from...
The same as where...
That's an interesting...
I like... Or if the sin...
Where does it...
Where do you...
You're in...
I know.
So they're all...
I will... You might all...
Do you know...
I...
Have you been...
a grave digger your whole life?
I did think about... I wanted to be a knacker in Yitchin. That really pissed me off, so I...
So you've always been here, otherwise?
And what of it?
Unfortunately, I had to...
My condolences.
Thank you. I just don't know if it was done right.
Did you witness their deaths?
Unfortunately. They were killed in front of my eyes.
Oh, I understand that's never easy.
But if I dug their grave next to our smithy... We didn't have a church in our village.
Well, that can't be avoided sometimes. I'm certain their souls went straight to heaven.
Have you heard? There's... Do you know... Oh, run.
Oh, are they all getting it?
Yeah.
Not to...
Are you...
We're not different, what they... But Bozhena ain't like the others. She's an honest herb woman.
Yeah.
Who only... Do you know why they chased her out of town?
I don't.
Well, I'm not the one who should... There's a place called Limbus Puerorum. Make sure you never send anyone there. Not even by accident. And that's all I'll say on the matter.
I'll keep it in mind. Ignatius, I'm gonna need your help.
Of course. How many are there? Shall we grind the teeth up, or do you want to take them away in your...
None of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpeter pit.
From Lower Semine?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that.
Yeah, something like that. At night, you hear the cries of tormented souls and catch the whiff of sulfur.
Well, that I can't...
Not to worry. It's actually just a hole with some rotting carcasses in it. These white crystals form in it. And that's exactly what we're after.
You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses in. I'm going to go there...
Really?
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward. I have some collections from some Slatigo farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a...
You want me to help you with your grave digging business?
Why not? You look like a strong fella. You'll be a good helper.
Kung gusto ko meat, additional speech.
Oh, dragging carcasses around isn't exactly a respectable job. But so be it. I'll help you with it. What else can I do?
Grave digging is a job like any other. Sooner or later, everyone needs our services. And if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would have to deal with their animal carcasses themselves.
Yeah.
Of course. I understand. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you of your honor if you let them.
Yeah.
So what? Nice and early.
Let's get this over with then.
Didn't you understand me? Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night and day. Do you understand?
Is there some place I can wait?
Of course, if you've got nothing better to do. If you know how to read, I have a book hidden in the outhouse I got of a dead fella. That'll make the time go faster. In fact, you can keep it. All I can do is admire all them fancy squiggles in it anyway.
And where can I sleep?
At the inn in Truskovitz. Get a good breakfast there, too. You'll need it to be at full strength. Here's a little something so you know I take care of my helpers. See you in the morning.
Sure. libro niya eh. Kaso, ano naman siyang gamit dito? Sabi niya may libro. Nakapili niya. Hindi nakita kung paano. Sabi niya, luckily, promised me to take it, but seems your different was centered full now. I swear, I will have to have the weather like I wonder story. Issues, it is a door. One of times, you're there.
You have a kind master, eh?
So, I went to see my brother, and to talk about the inheritance.
Greetings.
Yeah. Greetings. Hell will freeze over before you do anything about it.
Your health. With you, neighbor.
Same to you. Oh well.
Silly doggy. I wouldn't wish that on Agnes.
It's like I'm invisible.
Have a kind master. Hey, doggy?
Between day and night.
Quick! I wish you a pleasant morning.
I don't know if I'm completely ready for this. But let's get going.
The dew is still on the leaves. You don't need your horse. I'll stable him here. It'll be heaven for him. In any case, heaven's always close here. Hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly here will take care of us.
Ang tagal ni Ignatius. Kasi first time ko lang to
We've got a long journey ahead of us, so get yourself comfortable so your arse won't hurt. So, you say you're from Lower Samine, eh?
Well, you could say that. I help the miller with whatever I can. I've got a place to sleep there. Soon I'll be able to call the miller uncle.
I remember Crazel when he was still a wee lad. Even then he was a great big smart-ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Samine round these parts. Crazel don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or during the day, in the pillories. Don't that Bonnie of yours belong to that gang too?
Bonnie's an honest girl, and her friend Zinnek is too. Crazel only sent them to scrape saltpeter off the walls of the sties, so that's just what they've been doing. From what she told me, they had nothing else in mind.
Lower Samine's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk. Some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that crazel. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks. Go and grab the miller and shove his face right in his own millstone. Lazy bones. Lazy bones. Whoa, boys, whoa! Come on. Come on! Are you deaf? Oh, they're acting stubborn again. Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
It looks mysterious. What treasures might be hidden there?
You'll soon see.
Ah.
I have a trap set inside the cottage. I wanted to lure a wolf into it, but that didn't work out. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily. So hop in there and bring it to the wagon.
Sure.
Finally. At least we're not blocking the road too much.
Tayo, full armor tayo. Baka sakaling may kalaban. Kasi may wolf daw eh. Di may kalaban dito. Yan, tumama yun. Lumaktaw lang. Yan, tumama na siya, Dogo. Ayaw pang atake yun. Butcher. Very hard.
Oh, sakra.
Hirap to ah.
Ah, damn. Oh, bloody hell.
Lapit na.
Ah, damn.
Ayan.
Oh, damnation. Oh, sakra.
Baka may bandaanan pa to. Check natin. Baka may bandaanan na. Okay, wala dito. Nakadaan ako dito. Hindi ko alam kung ano to.
Oh, Jesus, what a stench. Better quickly throw it in a sack and take it back to the wagon.
Key of the cell zone. Yung susi. Parang ganyan yung susi. Parang sinususi na yun. Ang weird ah. So, Nyak, Marigold Deconstruction. Kasi baka nandito mismo yung ano eh. Talaga. Ano nakuha akong item na susi? Hindi naman siya quest item. Ito yun, key to the cell door. The key to the door. Susi lang. Kapintuan lang na yun. Walang other ano siya. Tao, ito. Big Savior Snaps tayo. Baka anong mangyayari yun.
Stolen enough already. What do you mean already? What lackeys? I've no idea what you're on about, fella. Hey,
Get over here! Now!
I'm coming.
Move it!
What's going on, Ignatius?
I'm trying to explain to these fellas we've got nothing to do with no thieving around here. They should go to Lower Samine to complain.
2 stinking pieces of shit was sneaking around our sties and cellars and lining their purses with silver too while they was at it. Some scruffy and dunger. You must be scruffy, eh?
I'm Henry, and those, names mean nothing to me.
Like I said, if it's rotten carrion they're after, they should have come to me. A passion for knacking is the only thing we have in common.
Is that so? So prove it then.
Take a good look at me. Do I look like a thief? Or more like a commonplace, maybe just slightly grubby, hired hand? At this rate, you could blame any old peasant who's grimy after a hard day's work.
I don't know. I don't reckon I've ever seen a real thief up close.
Ask around about me and you'll find out everyone knows I can't stand a liar. I'll keep my promises and show up on time. So enough talk and let's carry on to where duty calls us.
All right, listen. We'll be going then. But if you happen to run into them 2 thieves, you tell us right away. Got it?
Of course.
You can count on it.
Glad to hear it. Let's go, fellas. Maybe...
What
Did I get
now?
this right?
Not much left for us to do here, eh?
Hopefully our luck will hold out, and we'll only be breaking the limbs of carcasses today. The next farm's just up ahead. Hop on, and let's go.
Nice. Maganda yung start natin.
Here we go, daughter. Don't worry.
Ano to? Ignatius was four-wheel stream. Ah, malas na Ignatius. Ayun, kala ko eh.
That was just a kind of little favor for me. Now we'll help the locals here in Jdar with their carcasses. One carcass and you're at a loss for words? Yesterday, the good wife from that farm came and told me both their pigs died. So we'll scoop them up and haul them off. I mean, you'll scoop them up and haul them to my cart. She says it was a curse. There was a flash of lightning, the pigs started trembling, squealing and puking, and then keeled over and dropped dead.
All right, that's what you get. People sin here in their seclusion, thinking they're out of sight of our Lord.
It ain't my first day doing this job, so I could see right off them pigs had been poisoned. The good wife swore them pigs were happy as, well, pigs in shit. She said they even let them go to a nearby stream to have a wallow. It flows here through the forest on the right. Since we're here, you ought to go and take a look around there. Check how clear that spring really is.
All right, I'll see what's going on there.
And I'm going to enjoy having a helper. At least for one day. Maybe I'll roll around in the grass here with Snorter and Dragonfly.
Sabi niya... Ito.
Lazy bones. Praise God.
Yung Bella doon na ba to? Silong... Kasi nahugasan ng mukha dito. Mukhang hindi naman ganun hindi yung mga kalaban dito.
Jesus, this is disgusting.
Ngayon nasa bag para din napakan.
I'd rather go back to sacks of flour.
Tapos, bubuhatin natin hanggang dyan. Diyan pupunta natin yung pinapa-investigan ng lalaki.
More money out the window.
Ito ni Henry, buhat-buhat
wow.
niya ang armor tapos nakaganto siya. Lang. Puntahan lang natin yun. Kailangan ko ng ano, hunting bolt, panibagong bolt.
Those pigs came here to drink. Where to now? I can smell something upstream.
Upstream. Yung upstream. Asan na yung bow ko? Hindi ko makuha yung gamit ko sa kabayo. Yung mga patay na katawan. Kaya pala magkakasakto. Nung ka ba nung may...
Sick!
Butcher. Bulok yung experience. Tapos, other armor, speed. Blacksmith. Marksman. Okay. Tailors. Nice. Kailangan ko
Poor things. A waste of good meat.
para matuto si Henry.
What's next?
It really wasn't a curse. There are rotting carcasses in the water upstream from the watering spot. No wonder the pigs caught some disease.
Well, what do you know? I was right. I'll give you a hand. It'd take you all night on your own.
I took care of the carcasses. We can drive on.
Yeah.
Nice work. There's even a bit of meat left for me.
Yeah, you'd eat that. They've been lying there God knows how long.
But nicely in the cold. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, you won't be eating it, so don't worry about it. Let's keep going. Seeing as how you don't obey me, you're surely horsing around today.
Ayan. Kaya na yun siya.
So far it ain't that bad, eh? You don't have to take down no hanged man or bury an unbaptized child. Carrying sacks, that's thirsty work. Then even that Troskovitz beer tastes good. Now listen to me closely. You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer. Or, like today, to put it down so everyone around it don't have to suffer. In this case, we're talking about a dog.
Well, what can I do? But I doubt I'll feel good about it.
That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Vizar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me.
Aesop. Horsemanship. Sabi niya,
Lazy bones.
Blessings to you.
Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, Sakra! The dog isn't here. The door's open. Where did he run off to? Barking? He's coming from over there.
Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from?
Bonnie? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Now, first, tell me what you're doing here. And how come you're with that beast?
He's no beast. I came here to save him.
You mean steal him?
For him, it'll be a redemption from that whoreson master of his. I'll take care of him, in place of my poor dead sniffer.
Bonnie... The gravedigger sent me to kill the dog. He's been paid to do it by the people whose livestock that beast killed. It's the last thing I need to do before he shows me the pit.
It's not the animal's fault. When Zenek and I were here last, I saw how old Vysarik treats him. He doesn't give him food, he abuses him. With a master like that, he won't last long. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick whoreson, would you?
Well, you don't have to convince me. Ever since the gravedigger told me to do it, I've been trying to figure out how to save that dog. If you want to take him, I won't stop you.
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll meet there.
Hurry off now, before someone sees us together.
Come on now, boy. You'll like it in the lair.
God bless you. It's taken care of.
Taken care of? What do you mean?
The dog is dead. So, can we go to the pit now?
Dead, eh? And what are you so nervous about?
Well, it wasn't pleasant to watch. I did it exactly how you told me. I poisoned him.
Oh, aye. And how did it go exactly?
Well, I dipped the meat in poison. He ate it, and peacefully departed to doggy heaven.
So, it all went how it should. I use a real strong mixture so the creatures don't suffer too much. He's done for, the beast. Finally. Let's go before we start looking suspicious.
Diba? Na hindi yung goal nila eh.
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy. Slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or animals.
But there's hardly 3 heaps here. Is this really it? Are you yanking my pizzle again?
Of course not. True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more niter you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
I won't. The miller will probably send some people here.
Well, they'd better not dig it all up. That'd disturb the natural balance, see? And soon they'll find out there's no place to find saltpeter.
Well, I reckon I'm delaying the inevitable. I'll still have to taste it.
You're going to taste it?
It's the only way I can be certain it really is saltpeter.
God's nails. And they say I'm disgusting. Wait a moment. I've got a reward for you. Just so's you don't think old Ignatius and his even older nags is ungrateful riffraff. Take it as a thanks for your help. Maybe you'll take over my trade one day when I'm pushing up daisies myself.
Who knows? Maybe that'll really be my fate. I'll live at the cemetery, build piles of carcasses, and eat bread with saltpeter.
Here's something that'll definitely come in handy if you ever need to go through all this again. Either with me or somewhere else.
Thanks.
Taste it then. Get to it. This I have got to see. You didn't have to make such a feast of it.
Look at me. I'm a lord's messenger to a taster of cadavers. Cold and salty. This must be it. If you're going back to your cottage, I'd like to take a ride with you.
Of course. But in return, you have to help me get all this lot buried. So there's some more saltpeter in the making. Amen.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Meron akong armor here. Return to the miller. Oh, campsite. The wrestling bare hands. Oh, ayos ah. Kailangan ko to. Wala kasi natin yung karakter natin sa bare hands.
You have a kind master, eh, Mutt? What's that? Hey, fella! Stop off for a bit of chat.
God be with you. Are you a blacksmith?
And you? Gentleman's manservant, I reckon.
You deserve a clobbering for how poor a judge of people you are.
Be my guest. I'm Yira. Hard as nails and happy to flatten you any time of the day. Careful, though. I don't like blades.
Glad to hear that. From one blacksmith to another.
Oh, sorry, brother. I didn't take you for someone who could swing a hammer.
I love smithying, but I have a lord I must serve. What are you doing here? Where's your anvil?
Our forge has gone undone for. And these folk around me lost all they had, too.
So war, eh? It's a shitty thing.
Aye, well, that's just the way it is. By God's grace, I still have 2 hands, and I can always find work. I could do with a bit of coin right now. Fancy having a wrestle? For money?
All right, let's wrestle. Because I'm quite sure I'm the better fighter.
Great! I wouldn't be so cocky if I was you, though. I know a few tricks. I'll be done with you in no time. And because I'm so confident, I say we spice it up with a few groschen.
Definitely.
Let's do this.
Ay, no, meron siya.
Wanker! You're holding it like a pig holds a bone! Go on, parry!
Paano nagawa yun? Naka-armor ako kaya ako makunat eh. Pero wala akong armor. Durog na ako dito.
You still... Christ! Jesus, I'm hit! You're holding it like a pig holds a bone!
Ang galing oh.
You're holding it like a pig holds a bone! You're holding it like a pig holds a bone.
Wanker! Sakura, keep going!
Surprise! Go on, parry! You still... Christ! You've got...
Sakura, keep going!
Sakura, you were good. Not even old Larch's moves were any...
You put up a decent fight, Yura.
Hard Yura. Proof and arm. That would be... That should be...
Aw, you pooch.
Nagpa-switch natin. Well,
Good day.
Well,
Of course.
what about one...
I don't have anything not so far.
I do.
Say. All right.
Thanks for the fight.
Take a shot here. Good evening.
Are you sure? What about... Damn, but don't... Here's the... That's more...
Come closer.
Were you at the last mass? I didn't see you there. Just as well. I fell asleep during the sermon.
You really kicked my ass.
You alright?
It's nothing compared to a beating from Vera. Here, your winnings. You earned it.
Why next time? That would make it more bearable. Or just say sod it and not go. What are you talking about? You want to go to hell?
ito si Vera.
Jesus Christ.
The how's it?
Good.
Anything?
Not really.
Are you still...
Aye. Do you want to...
Come on.
All right.
Here's the...
Good.
Farewell.
You'll be walking arse first.
Yeah.
Oh, here's your...
Pinabas natin yung kasi yung strength malakas din yun. Knight sword oh. 16 pa. Tagal pa bago ko makuha. Ito. Hindi yan. Sausage. Plus 23. Plus 19.
Good evening. Do you need something?
Well, I have to get to know the people I work for.
Let me give you some good advice. Try to get to know someone through their...
You seem like a reasonably educated...
Where are you going with...
Well, I reckon if you share them with me, it'll make it easier to enjoy.
I'm glad you know what you're getting. Are you interested in the theory of light?
That's a bit too fast for me. Well, I'll be happy to give...
All right. Or a few groschen.
I reckon...
That's what you need to... Let's get to work.
Oh,
I'd like to learn...
Well, all right. Or a few
For...
I see. Let's get to...
bibenta tayo ng ano, no?
I'd like...
Well, all right. Throw in a few... We've been through... Let's start. Let's get to...
What's new around here?
Nothing much, lad.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah. And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Krazul, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. Certain circumstances have emerged, which, unfortunately...
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't...
Not for now.
What about all the niter?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on.
So, the search for salt...
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter. The origin.
God. Here we go again.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
Tell me then, what's the next task then?
From behind the closed gates of Trotsky come quiet whispers, carried by the wind all the way. Do you hear it too?
Yeah, I can hear. Krazul's daft.
No. I hear something else. Scribe Erezine received a trunk from Prague, and it...
The document of Hermes
No, a book. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. You might say it's kind of an alchemical cookbook.
So I'm gonna have to pick some locks again. I'd like to know how I'm supposed to get in there. Trotsky is shut tight.
For some, the gates of Trotsky may appear to be closed to us, mere mortals. But why try to force your way in when there's a person they'll invite in themselves?
What person?
Hold on, we'll get to that. We've got the Samine wedding coming up. I can't wait to try out my new potion against drunkenness there. What about you? You still need to get there?
Certainly. It's why I decided to work for you. Or have you forgotten? I hope your promise still stands.
Of course it does. What do you take me for? Start getting ready. I see you've already got a fine outfit. Ad charisma tuendum, Saint.
So you'll really get me into that wedding?
No, you're not. But before you start celebrating, we won't be going by ourselves. We'll have company. Or, to be more exact, the 2 of us will be accompanying a certain person. Me as a friend and host, and you as a bodyguard, loyal servant. Call it what you will.
And who is this Mr...
A true lady will come to the wedding with us. All will be stunned by her beauty. All it'll take is a little push. And clunk. the lock will open, and the book will be mine.
What weak spot?
All the single damsels at the wedding, ours will be the most charming and irresistible for him. Noble or not, he's a mortal man, and he'll start to think with his male member. Soon he'll be begging to take our companion to Trotsky, and when the Chamberlain becomes insistent, you, as her personal bodyguard, will accept his offer. Naturally, you'll say you won't leave her side, so you can... Once in Trotsky, Ulrich will do...
I can hardly believe that you, of all people, would come up with such a straightforward plan.
Well, it's not all that. I admit there's a certain element here that makes everything more complicated. First, we have to find our gracious lady.
Where do you want to find this lady?
Look, she doesn't have to be a lady. We'll get her a nice dress.
Could Bonnie do it?
She could. The only hitch is everyone and his dog knows her face. Nobody with any sense would let her in.
So a village girl?
I doubt You can find lots of capable girls at the Gelioff baths, including some who aren't so well known. It's true, Dorothy can be... a bit unpleasant.
Dorothy owns the bathhouse?
Aye. Next to... You'll tell her I'm offering enough groschen to buy 2 cows.
Can't Zinnek take...
Zinek's even worse. You're a talent, and don't forget. So, Mintha.
Where can I find...
Emmerich the apothecary. Or ask Betty the innkeeper. Or get hold of the recipe and make your own Mintha.
Where can I find...
Where do you think? The butcher? Bartoszek has...
Why that dress?
Because red is the color of love and passion. Ulrich won't... The dress is...
I'll be going there.
Once you've got it there... Anyway, you'll be rehearsing your speech to Lord von Berghoff then, won't you? Take care, friend.
Tapusin lang natin. Ano energy ng karakter natin? Hindi ko pa nun. Ihanda na natin yung ano, mga gamit. Hindi ba pwedeng kuhain sa simin kagad yung ano? Gusto niyang libro? Kailangan ko yung mga black na suot. Mukhang wala na. Speaking of thievery. Ladies man, when dealing with women, you'll gain bonus. Check. Battle cry, hindi. Hustler. Buy potion. Ito na lang, ladies man. Kasi normally, mahirap makapag-usap sa kanila. Thievery. When you're human settlements, immediately vicinity steals. Ito sa mga bahay ito, no? Thieves' eyes or hidden pockets. If you search yun, then the gray hand indicates using one hand. If you're after successfully pickpocketing bonus stealth. Ayos to pwede ko makuhain yung mga mahalin nilang Ito, kuhain natin lahat to. Yan, natulong dito. Charisma 32. Sabi sa sa quest, bring perfume. I managed to lose all the close tailors on who I will stock new ones. Find another one. I need to find dress. Bring perfume. Ayan, antayin pa natin. Kailangan kasi pula eh. Myrta potion. Myrta. Hanapin natin yan. Optimisha, Digestive, Savior's Nut, Marigold, Lalabay, Boxlock, Chamomile, Painkiller, Lion, Myrta. Ano pa kailangan nito? Dandelion, Mint. Dandelion, Marigold, and Mint. Min. Meron ba ako? Materials. Min. Ah, meron. Mierda. Tracking charisma. Ito, yung lion perfume. A strong perfume increase short-term for use combined with another perfume. Ito pang babae. Sabi, wine. Dandelion, tatlo. Grind dandelion and mint. And add to calderons. Tas smoother. Grind silang tatlong dandelion. Isang mint. Tapos add marigold for boil using the bellows. Using the bellows. This thing. Okay. Tapos together ba magkasama? Grind the dandelion and mint. Add them to calderon. Grind sila. Dalawang turn. Sa marigold. Tapos isang ano ulit. One turn. Tapos this thing ng red. Yan. Mierda. Check. Time mierda potion. Ano tsura nun? Hindi ko marigold asyo weak bane. Huh. Marigold Savior, Artemisia. Ano yun? Ba't parang wala akong nakita? Nasaan yun? Artemisia, Marigold. Ito. 1 charisma. Ito 5 charisma, oh. materials ko ay tago muna natin. Okay, wala na. Wala na akong stolen items dito. Wala rin dito. Diyan, wala rin. Ito meron. Wala rin naman yan. Okay na. Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Okay, then papasahin ako na. Then punta tayo. Hindi dyan, dito. Encounter a giant man black wearing armor, well armed. Before that, ayun, nakaano ako. Piercing.
I'll get you. You want to try me? Mercy! Leave me be!
Laban-laban kayo kay Henry, ah.
Kind master, eh, doggy?
Kung tanggalin ko to,
Greetings. Good to see you. God be with you, sir.
I'd like to learn.
And what?
I still.
All right.
Praise
You
to be Jesus
silly
Christ.
doggy. God be with you.
I'd like to learn.
What would you like?
Show me.
All right.
Sakura, you're always welcome here, good sir.
What would you like?
I'll have a look at your wear.
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir. What brings you here?
Crazel has an offer for you.
What does that old goat want this time?
He's looking for a girl to pose.
A lady? You mean...
Something like that.
Well, I don't know if any of my girls could pull it off. They can't even eat like a noble.
That won't be a problem. She won't even have to say much.
Why does he need one? Not for himself.
Aye. More or less.
What do you mean, more or less?
No. He wants her to turn...
Ah, so she's a... How much is he off?
He says he can offer enough groschen for you to buy 2 cows.
It's quite a lot for...
And that's not all. The girl will get some perfume called Minter. I've already taken care of it. Nobody will be able to resist her.
That sounds nice. But that ain't nearly enough for...
I don't understand.
You know what? I'm tired of this. Let's go and see what the girls have to say. They'll tell you about what they've been through with the Master Chamberlain. Girls? Right, girls. We have a messenger here from Goodman Crazel. Tell us what you wanted to ask.
Palang bagay na kagad eh.
Well,
Cut the horse shit.
God, anything but that.
Dorothy,
Well, Anna,
What should I say?
what should she say?
tell me,
Well, the Lord Chamberlain invited me that it would be different, so I asked him if I should take a different... Or does the Master Chamberlain not like... Or if his bed is hard and my back will hurt.
if only.
But they said I'd have to do things that... How'd you put it?
Things they haven't even thought of in hell.
I thought the Master Chamberlain might be, but he believes in the same God as the rest of us.
Which makes it all the worse.
Then I thought maybe it's not what he wants to do to us.
But what he wants us to do to him.
I thought he had leprosy.
Tell the girls how much Crazel is offering.
enough that you'll be able to buy 2 cows.
Or even a small cottage. Not bad, eh?
Not even for a golden...
I'd rather be celibate.
I thought he had leprosy.
Aye, but it's a tidy sum. I reckon I'll have to choose one of you myself.
Dorothy, I swear that
I'm not going anywhere.
Dorothy, I'll scrub all the tubs here for all of them.
I'll do that too.
Girls?
I'll go then. If I can handle it a second time, it'll be a miracle. And maybe they'll even make me a saint.
No, you can't. Dorothy, please don't make her do that again.
Dorothy, for the love of God.
Calm down, girls. I just wanted to show Crazel's lackey here what you've been keeping from me for so long.
Christ almighty. I was starting to accept my fate.
God in heaven.
Oh, I feel filthy just thinking about it.
So, in case you didn't get the message, lad, no girl from Gelioff.
I still don't get it.
Weren't you listening?
What he demands is just...
It's worse than if he had leprosy.
He doesn't wash.
If only.
That would be a doddle.
I'd go with him twice if that's all it was.
You don't want to know, believe me.
All right.
Do what you like. We've said our piece. A harlot like that came here recently, asking for work. She was from them nomads.
Aye, I remember her. Nose in the air, talking fancy like some scholar.
She introduced herself as Enelin of Winterthur, like she was some noblewoman.
I didn't trust her for a moment. She was pretty, though. I wanted to give her a chance, but she asked for... Try asking after her in the camp.
Poor thing.
I'll pray for her.
Well, thank you.
Good day to you.
Good day.
May sana to si Dorothy.
They spend their wages at the bars. On
Balik tayo dito. Ano? Check natin kung okay na siya. Check natin. Pwede tayo magbenta sa kanya. Item.
My respect.
Greetings, my friend.
Would you repair?
What do you need?
What do you have?
Wala siyang pera. Ibibigay ko sa iyo, ano ba ang ano nito? Charisma 5. Ito na lang. Charisma 7. Pangit.
I'd like to do something about that price. Here. And something for your trouble.
Well, well, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Come again.
Ano ba reputation ko? Player, reputation. Sa meals, okay din. People in the forest, hindi yan. Trotsky, civilians. 88, 88. Nice. That means 87. Men at arms. Nahuli kasi ako ng men at arms. Okay. Huh. Troskowitz, puro 100. Talagang hindi nila ako tagal pa to. Siguro mag-ano muna tayo. Tayo sa blacksmith.
May God give you help, sir.
Mga materials niya akin. For blacksmith. Ay, long blocks. Oras na ba? Kapag 12 na, ay 12 na pala. Siguro i-end na natin yung stream. Tapos after neto, focus tayo sa ano. Gagawa lang tayo ng mga espada, ma-max out natin yung blacksmithing natin. Kasi blacksmithing natin mataasin natin yan. Master. Stealth. Sound that doesn't know your weapon. Damage combat debuff. Escape artist. Isa pa na sa illustration nyo. They'll give you a... Okay. People who forget the crimes committed more quickly. Also reduce the guards wanting to search for you. If you're not wearing heavy, faint armor. Ayos to ah. Ano lang, ordinary man. Lishi. While in the forest, your sand will be half. Leg day. Lishi na lang. Combat sword. Arm of Beowulf. Long sword together tayo. Shield or torch para makapag-shield na ulit tayo din. Unarmed. Ring measure. Both you and your opponent unarmed can perform choke for a counter choke. You can do this by attacking to the left zone while clinching. Successfully perform the arm lock while you can attack again, perform choke. Unarmed attack are 10 times stronger. Oh, ayos ah. It's generally easier for you to knock out. Start diyan. Skip an arm combo. Diyan. Sting like a bee. After 30 seconds combat, sure attacks will be stronger. Stamina will recover. Start me up using diyan. If you fight an arm against... Oh, diyan. Ito na lang. Ito mas maganda yan. Yan. Ako wala na naman problema. Ito main level. In the end of the fight, bonus strength, agility. The effect passive is as long as you don't kill anyone on combat, you'll increase speech by 3. If you kill someone, you'll use bonus, but you can regain it for game hours. Ito, okay ito ah. Kaso lagi akong pumapatay eh. Ay, hindi naman. Start lagi ako. As long you don't kill non-combat. Speech 3. Local hero. Ito na lang, local hero. Local hero tayo. Kasi ito, if you are in the area, you have good reputation. Lahat. Ability, speech, lahat. So, yung mangyayari, strike ko ay 15. Mas malakas ako. So, ayan. Let's lang muna. And then, thank you for watching.